this video is gonna be about a mother's love, the love that I received from my mom. Not a bashing video, just my truth about my childhood. So, as you can see, I just did my hair. I just did my twists. So, do-rag is on. Okay, don't judge me. Period. I love purple, by the way. But let's just talk about it. So, just getting into my childhood. Growing up, watching a lot of things, seeing a lot of things, which is why I am who I am today. Seeing my mother being abused by my father took a toll on me as a kid. I remember all the time always jumping in the middle, trying to break them up, getting hurt in the process. My older sister can attest to that because she got more hurt than I did because she was 5 years older, and my dad did not like her because she was not his. That's just the truth. There was not a real reason why my father didn't like my sister. It was simply because my mom got pregnant by another man. Mind you, this was before my dad's time. Mind you, my mom is not a cheater. Just a disclaimer. But it's just a simple fact that she wasn't his. So, my mom always worked at she was always in like a department store jobs. Always a sales associate because by how she grew up, beauty is everything to her. Her reputation is everything to her. Her representation is everything to her. How she looks to people on the outside means everything to her. And that's something I want to get into because that actually caused a lot of childhood trauma for me too. Always having to put on makeup, always never feeling beautiful without makeup is how I used to be before I worked on my mental health and went through my spiritual journey. Now I can genuinely look in the mirror and I can finally see what men see. Why? Because I used to actually question why men thought I was beautiful. I used to question that because how I was taught growing up, and this is just the truth, not a bashing video, but this is how I was raised. How I was taught is that you're supposed to wear makeup. My mom always said, always look presentable because you never know who's watching. Now, that part is okay. I just want to put that out there. That part is okay. But making fun of your daughters and seeing something wrong with them if they don't want to put on makeup for one day, if they don't want to wear these sexy clothes that you used to buy for one day, then it was a constant question of, well, what's wrong with you? Why do you want to look like a boy? Why don't you want to wear makeup? Why don't you want to be a pretty girl, as she would say? A mother's love. I also came to terms with the fact that my dad was a cheater. He always ran out. So it left a woman with 2 kids to raise by herself. Also, my dad didn't want to keep a job. So he never helped around the house, and that includes cleaning, cooking, bills, all of that. So a mother did what she had to do. She kept a job. She took care of 2 kids, struggled to take care of 2 kids without a car. She worked with the little that she had, and I respect that. She always gave us what, we needed, never what we wanted, but what we needed. And I respect her for that, and I will respect her for that till the day I die. But also, my childhood was basically the black stereotype. the black childhood stereotype of, you hit your kids when you're young. That's called discipline in a black household. Very time heals all wounds, sweep everything under the rug, don't talk about it, keep your mouth closed. Black stereotype. Black childhood home. I have rebelled against that. And so have my sisters, who are both older than me. We don't like that technique. We don't like that parenting style. We live in a new generation where we have the Me Too movement. Women are finally speaking up for themselves, defending themselves, speaking up about sexual abuse, speaking up about sexual assault, anything that's if they ever been mistreated by any misogynistic behavior. We live in that generation now. My mom is a boomer. She, is old. She's elderly, is what I'm saying. She grew up in a different generation. She is not a millennial, anything like that. She's a boomer. I'm a millennial. Different times, different era, right? So getting into a mother's love. What I do commend my mom for was being there for me when I didn't have anyone. Like now, I don't talk to anybody from my family. I only talk to her, right? By the video that I posted about me being sexually molested at 12 years old, I just want to read you what my mother had to say to get you a better understanding of why I'm doing this video too. Mind you, I love my mom. I just don't like the parenting style at all. So, what she did say was, and this is what I woke up to this morning. Please don't post no video like that about my sister's dad's brother-in-law, which is the person who touched me, because my sister's dad has a Facebook also and will find out. And he will be very pissed off and will call me about that. And then she goes on to list all the people that she thinks that I care about, apparently. But she lists all the people in all my family's names saying, oh, well, if you post a video, you're going to ruin how I look to the family. You're going to ruin, basically saying I'm going to ruin her reputation. Because apparently having a good reputation in this closed-minded, judgmental family means so much to her. So what I did say was, I don't care. Literally, verbatim, I said that, I don't care. And I may also post this so you can read it for yourself too, but I'm going to actually read it myself just so, in case you don't want to. I don't care. I will not stay silent about anything in my life. I don't care about your reputation when none of y'all have went through what I went through. You can never understand. I don't expect you to either. I will continue to live my life unapologetically and go against my dumbass stereotype black people have made for themselves. Meaning about the whole, we're supposed to keep our mouth shut and stuff like that. Basically treating me as if we're back in the slavery times, and I'm not doing that. All right, I then said, I don't give a fuck about none, in all caps, of those people you just listed either. Being quiet doesn't make problems go away. After 62 years of living, I thought you might have figured that out by now. You're more worried about your reputation and how this closed-minded and judgmental family will see or look at you, but not worried about why I felt the need to share my story and not to my own mom behind closed doors. And that to me says a lot about your character. It makes me look at you, my own mother, very differently. But don't worry, I'm going to be revealing a lot more stuff on my YouTube, so stay tuned. It's sad to think how you look to society, how you're portrayed to society is more important to you than your child crying out for help on the internet about how she got molested. The thing is about this, you have to think. The reason why I came to social media, one, is because I love my YouTube. I love how easy it is. I just love making YouTube videos. And also, the main reason is I don't want to be silent anymore. I'm tired of sweeping things under the rug. Well, what you don't understand, when you bottle up these emotions, you're the only one that has to feel them. You're not hurting the other person that abused you. You're hurting yourself. You is what you matter. You should matter to you. And that's why I want to ask to the people who tell people to shut up, like me. No, I'm sorry, tell people like me to shut up. Who are we protecting? Our abusers? Who are we protecting? Who? I have nobody to protect but myself. That's the only person I got. Why am I protecting someone who doesn't matter to me? And you're worried about the family who's also talked behind your back multiple times, who's probably still talking behind your back still. You're worried about what they have to say about you whenever you leave the room. I'm done with that. I don't care what anybody says about me, whether it's an Instagram comment, a Facebook comment. Oh, your family says something else about you, Pika. Okay, they have nothing else better to do, babe. You see, I live alone in my one bedroom, minding my own business, babe. I post this content because it's important to me. It's important to me. It doesn't have to be important to you. It probably never will be important to you by how it looks. And that's why I brought up about how she raised us to worry about looks so much, is because that's all she cares about. And that's sad. It's just sad. Mind you, I will never say my mom is a bad mom. I just wish she was raised in a different generation. I wish she was raised differently, because I know everything starts from home. She is acting this way because her mother acted this way towards her. And the worst part is, the reason why she chose bad men is because she never even got to meet her dad. When you don't have a father in your life, that's the kind of men you choose. And then it reflects on your kids. Watching a mother get abused all my life was not a walk in the fucking park for me. I had to learn the hard way what real love is. I had to find that within myself. I had to learn to love myself in order to love somebody else. In order to know, Pika, this is how you're supposed to be treated. Take care of yourself. Put yourself first. Be single for a while. Go through a spiritual journey. Find your spirituality. Find out a talent that you like. Discover a talent within yourself. Everybody has one. Find a hobby. Everybody has one. Mine, I love my hobby. My hobby is manifesting. That's my favorite hobby, and it makes my life amazing. A mother's love.